Hey guys, I have something super exciting today, and you already know what it is because you can see the title, the video title. But are you ready? Are you ready? So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have the Redmi Note 10 Pro. The launch was yesterday, and I can tell you price wise, we don't know the exact price in the UK yet, but in terms of other countries, it's around $279, so I don't know how that's going to translate to UK. But anyway, this is it. I have it in my possession. I have the Note 10 Pro Onyx Grey, 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. Now this is powered by the Snapdragon 732G as well. Let's just get this out of the box and have a look. There she is. So some more of the specifications there: 108 megapixel quad camera, telemacro lens as well, 120Hz AMOLED display, amazing, absolutely amazing, 6.67 inch dot display, and as I said, powered by the 732G Snapdragon chip, 33 watt fast charging, 5020 milliamp battery. So 33 watt fast charging, also supports 33 watt wireless charging as well. Superb. Let's put that to the side. So Type-C connector, Type A to Type-C. Fantastic stuff. And here is the charging block, guys. We do get a charging block. And there we go, 33 watt max charging with this beauty. So we also get this as well, and I'm assuming there's a SIM ejector tool there and a rubbery case. Good, nice frosted sort of rubbery case. It butts out quite a bit there. I'm expecting that's obviously going to protect the camera, because the camera does butt out a little bit on that. But yeah, that's the contents you get. So here she is, the Onyx Grey version. Let's go ahead, peel all this stuff off. Oh, there we go. And we're off. Peel this off as well. We are ready. So there it is. Look at that beautiful little thing. This is my most favorite part with doing smartphone unboxings. Having a look at the back of smartphones, the camera array, the back. I'm not sure what this back is. I think it's plastic, but I do know for a fact we have Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the front of the phone. It's going to be protecting that. Let's take a closer look at this sexy, beautiful camera housing. Look at that. So it does butt out a little bit, but that case you get with it will protect that if you want to use that. Wonderful. Let's feel that in my hand. So it's 6.67 inches. That feels really nice. I remember the Mi 10T Pro that I recently reviewed, you can tell it's thicker than this. This is just perfect to hold. It's nice. Obviously the thickness is added when you introduce that as well, but when you're holding it like that, curved back as well, it's really nice. So if we have a look at the side, we have volume rocker up and down. We have a power button with an ARC fingerprint sensor. Side fingerprint sensor in there, so that's cool. On the other side we have a SIM tray which can accept dual SIMs. We have Type-C connector there, microphone and speakers, and at the top we have the 3.5mm socket for your earphones or your headphones. We have an IR blaster in there as well, and there's a few little holes there like a grill. Don't know whether that's something to do with the speaker, which is also situated there at the top. and that's a 16 megapixel sensor. So let's turn this on. Let's have a look at the software. Redmi. But in terms of design and build quality, I think it's really, really nice. Feels really nice in the hand. I'm not sure about fingerprints. I don't think it's holding up too bad, to be honest, in terms of fingerprints. But it just looks really nice, doesn't it? MIUI. Okay, here she is. So in terms of software, MIUI 12, based on Android 11. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and set this up, and I'll be right back. So just to quickly show you here, it is a dual band, so it does support 5 gigahertz networks as well. And I'm going to connect to the 5 gigahertz band we've got here. So apparently we're now ready to rock. Let's have a look. So this is the AMOLED 120 Hertz display. Now, one thing I noticed when I was setting this up is you had the option to have an app drawer or the classic normal Xiaomi way where you just swipe left and right and you have all your apps there. But I opted for having an app drawer, which is nice. I'm used to that with using the Pixel smartphones. So that's a nice touch. Obviously, you still get the similar sort of bloatware you do get with MIUI and Xiaomi smartphones, but more of them sort of hidden away now in the app drawer there. Let's go into settings. Now, one thing I want to go and have a look in is display, schedule dark mode. I want to have a look. Okay. So I thought I did have a little bit of an inkling. It's actually at 60 Hertz at the moment. So let's whack it up to 120. There we go. 120 Hertz. Okay, so now we are experiencing 120 Hertz refresh rate on the Note 10 Pro. Feels really good. Okay, so let's quickly show you the fingerprint sensor and how that performs. So if we lock that off, tap, that's rapid. Oh. Yeah, super impressed with that. So again, powered by the 732G Snapdragon chipset. That is quite rapid. I want to have a look now at the camera setup. So you can see that beautiful camera array there. 108 megapixel main sensor. We have an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel telemacro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly go away, take a few pictures, a couple of snaps and video as well. I'll be right back. So first off, I tested the 16 megapixel front-facing camera, and this was the first result. I can tell you color accuracy seems to be pretty much spot on this photo here, and the detail is very good also. Even zooming in, it still keeps some of that detail and crispiness there. Very impressed. I was in front of a window there as well. So portrait mode, it did an excellent job separating me from the background. Detail looks great, color accuracy is very good also. I was trying to look for any little blemishes around the cutout of me, and there's nothing. It looks absolutely clean. So super happy about that as well. And then front-facing camera, 1080p at 30 frames per second. Okay, so I'm shooting at 1080p, 30 frames per second on the front-facing camera of the Redmi 10 Pro. I've got it about a foot away from my chest. It's quite cropped in. That is arm's length. I'm quite a long man, so I've got long arms. But if you've got long arms, you can get a nice sort of angle of view like that. Walk through a little bit darker into here. Let me know what you think. Quality looks decent on here. It's looking very good for a budget device. I'm right near a window now, so it's going to be quite well exposed. Okay, so I enabled the 108 megapixel sensor here on the cat. The cat wasn't very interested at all, but you can see it has an excellent sensor. detail. Look, zooming right in there as well. Keeping lots and lots of detail. Obviously it's going to be a large picture as well. Colour accuracy spot on. Perfect. So then I got my son Colby to pose eventually. 108 megapixel again. I'd say his face was a little bit on the pale side. So in terms of colour accuracy, his face doesn't look that pale, but I suppose it's not far off. But in terms of clarity and detail, it's really, really good. He then posed for a portrait mode on the rear of the camera, obviously. Again, a little bit on the pale side for the face. Nothing to worry about there really, but again, the actual process of separating the background from the subject was done brilliantly well as well. And again, great quality. I then jumped on to 1080p 60 frames per second and tested video capabilities. So this is 1080p at 60 frames per second on the Redmi 10 Pro. We have Colby playing with a little bit of Lego here. Wow, that one very nice, was it?
He's a bad guy.
Is he? What's his name?
You don't know his name. It's Thanos.
Right, let's go outside. Okay, so we're outside now and it's a super sunny day. Let's point it straight at the sun. Why not? See how it does that. Okay, down again. Oh, there we go, focused. Nice. Letting that go for a little walk down here. See, testing stabilisation. Lovely blue skies. They look extra blue on here as well. So as always, let me know what you guys think. Audio quality as well is important. What the microphone's like on here. So I was very happy with the video performance. Stabilisation seemed pretty good as well. The microphone held up as well. Sometimes you have to increase the volume of the video on some devices, but this held up pretty well. Audio quality is good. So happy about that. So I wanted to test the ultra wide. This is just a standard shot looking out from the back of my garden. Image quality is great. The clouds, the blue sky, the green grass, and this is the ultra wide. Splendid. Splendid, I'm using that word splendid again. Zoom in. Very impressed with the camera, guys, on this budget device. Really impressed. I then tried the macro. It's got a super macro mode as well. That's sort of the moss on the floor. But then I got a pretty decent one of the knot in our fence. Zooming in as well, look, the quality and the detail is really good. It holds up really well. And then I thought I'd point it directly at the sunlight, taking photos, test some of the dynamic range. That sun is super bright. I think it handles it quite well there though. You can still obviously make out the clouds, the sky, and obviously the buildings at the foreground as well, you can just see there. But that is the camera test. Overall, absolutely impressed. Really impressed. So I downloaded device info just to double check some of the specifications. It's 2400 by 1080p resolution. You can see there right at the top. The 732G, the Adreno 618 as well, which you can see in bold there. Android 11, 120 Hz. HDR10, HDR10 Plus support as well. So this is going to take me on to video, YouTube. A few settings. So we're at 1440p at 60 frames per second, HDR mode as well. It supports HDR content. I'm going to keep it at that. Press play. Here we go. Super AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate on the Redmi Note 10 Pro. Looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? Obviously the content of the video helps. I can't believe you're getting 120 Hz AMOLED display on a budget Redmi smartphone. That's quite incredible. Okay, so now I want to test these speakers. Okay, so we have dual speakers, one at the bottom there, and also one at the top. Let's have a listen. That's half volume. There's also high-res audio certification. And remember, you can still plug in your headphones and earphones if you wish. Let's turn this up. Wow, really impressed. They've pulled that off really well. Quite like that, the grill at the top there. You don't normally see that because it's normally all coming out of the receiver there at the top. But you've got a nice little grill there at the top. And obviously another grill there at the bottom. Yeah, I really like that, guys. There's a nice amount of bass in there as well. It doesn't sound too thin. It sounds nice and thick and really, really good. So this is the Redmi Note 10 Pro. An unboxing, sort of an in-depth look into certain areas of this device. Redmi devices are budget smartphone devices. This is quite truly excellent. Obviously I need to put my full review, do some gaming tests. If I come across any problems, obviously I will let you know. But first impressions are absolutely incredible. This is 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It's got the Snapdragon 732G, the Adreno 618 GPU as well, UFS 2.2 storage, and DDR4X RAM. 5020 mAh battery, 33 watt fast charging. It's got a super fast fingerprint sensor as well, 120 Hz AMOLED display. It's incredible, incredible. Gorilla Glass 5. Yes, I think that's plastic there on the back, but I'd take that. I'll take that hit, not having a glass back. I do like glass backs, and I like a nice matte finish sometimes as well. This is a glossy sort of plastic finish on the back, which is a fingerprint magnet, so some people might not like that. So pop any questions down below if you do have any. I'll answer them as best as I can. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.